money that they spent. Take another look and take some time for hemp. Don't cut trees for paper, cause it hurts the environment. Stop deforestation, yeah, it's time for hemp. An acre of hemp makes 20 barrels of oil. No need for pesticides to poison all our soil. People got no food, they got no clothes, they got no rent. Well, it's time for hemp. Yeah.
Thank you for taking Time for Hemp. I'm your host, Casper-Leitch. You are listening to Time for Hemp live all around the world on AmericanFreedomRadio.com and on AM/FM stations all across America. Tonight, we are going to be having a very interesting conversation. We got Ed Rosenthal coming on at the end of the at the half past, as a matter of fact. Ed is broadcasting from the National Normal Convention, and he has promised us to have a surprise guest. That's for sure. And then we have we're going to have Richard Brumfield on. Rich has been working very hard in California to make a difference out there, and he's an interesting individual. He's got an entrepreneurial approach to marijuana, that's for sure. And then tonight's joint host is going to be on the program, and we're hoping that we can get Leland on. We're not sure right now if we can get Leland through or not. We're trying to reach him. So we're hoping to have Leland Cole on as well. So it's going to be an interesting program. We're going to be covering a lot of things out there pertaining to California and Prop 19. And I want to give a big shout-out to all my friends up in Canada and KDK Distributors for making it possible for us to be loud and proud. And all those people up there in Canada, anytime you go shopping in those specialty stores and you find some of those really far-out products, it's because KDK Distributors was nice enough to take care of making that happen. I also want to give a big shout-out to all of my friends at the DEA and the FBI and the CIA for listening in. This is a live broadcast. Difference between the rest of my audience and you is that you're paid to listen. So I would encourage you to take notes and let your co-workers know why it is you are losing this war on drugs. And so we're going to be heading up for a commercial here in a little bit. I want to give a big thank you to everybody at MySpace for putting Time for Hemp in their top 40 countdown. By doing that, you're making it possible for all your friends to find us. And by doing that, that means they find all of our guests as well. And so it's going to be an interesting program here at Time for Hemp. I can't wait to really get the show going. Richard's got a lot to talk about, and I know if we get Leland Cole on the program as well, he's got a lot to share. And so tell your friends to pack a great big bowl of some Ed Rosenthal Kush. And get busy. Oh, by the way, too, I wanted to tell you while I got a chance, AmericanFreedomRadio.com is going to be pulling up its tent stakes and pitching a tent in another state. So if you want to help make that happen, you can go to their website, AmericanFreedomRadio.com, and hit the donate button. And while you're at it, you might go to Time for Hemp. That's the number 4, Time4Hemp.com, and hit the donate button when you get there as well. That's how we make it possible for you to be able to find all those hours and hours and hours of free downloads to share with your friends with lots of great music and lots of interesting interviews. Well, we're going to be paying the bills here, and we're going to be taking time for some commercial breaks. And when we come back, we're going to have an interesting show here at Time for Hemp. listening to the Time for Hemp Global Broadcasting Network. Please share us with your friends.
Well, now, chocolate cake makes my poor stomach ache, and all those pills are too much for me to take. I don't like cocaine 'cause it makes me all uptight. Coffee and reefer makes me feel alright. Crystal meth will make you high.
Coffee, yes, sure does make me feel alright. It's a great way to start my day. Anytime I get a chance to, I pack a big bowl, get myself a big cup of joe. The next thing I know, I'm finding a way to make a difference in my neck of the woods. You can, too, by going to norml.org, normal.org. It's a place to find chapters, and if you can't find a chapter in your neck of the woods, that means you and your friends need to form one. But as long as you're sitting there eating Twinkies and watching America's Got Talent, I can tell you, you're part of the problem. You are not part of the solution. Become part of the solution. Get up off that couch and get busy and helping us to end this war on drugs. I hope my joint host is on the line right now. Leland Cole, are you there? All right. And I think my guest is on the line right now. Richard, are you there? Richard Brumfield?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, Richard. Happy Thursday. Thank you for taking time for hemp.
Thank you, Casper. It's a pleasure and a surprise. I appreciate your friendship and the opportunity to come on your show.
Now, a lot of people are unaware of your hard work. You're the founder of the Pacific Coast Wellness and Evolution Center. Isn't that right?
Yes, it's a statewide medical marijuana mutual benefit unincorporated association. It's one of the few that the state granted last year. Mine is a statewide organization stretching from Humboldt County to San Diego County. We mostly just one-on-one patient-based. We're a primary caregiver and cultivator group, and we mainly take care of cancer, HIV patients, and autistic children and epilepsy.
Well, that's an awful lot to undertake. I'm sure you're not doing that by yourself, right?
Oh, no. We have a pretty large membership base. We just don't publicize ourselves because we live strictly under the Capacity User Act. We do everything, the three things that the Capacity User Act asks us to do is provide from critical ill, housing, safety, and health. And we not only provide cannabis to our patients, we also, in a bad position where they don't have a decent place to live, we'll put them up in a place, help them with all type of personal health care service. We really are the full care provider.
Wow. What got you involved in that? I mean, that's time consuming and an awful lot of love.
Well, we do. That's why we're so broke. But we got a lot of smiles on people's face, so that's good. Oh, the food's gone, dude. The food's gone. I'm on the phone with the radio station. And my buddy came in telling me to eat. Go too. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
We mainly deal one-on-one with patients. We make sure the patient need is met first. Then any of our assets we offset it by selling to different patients in our group. We are the not-for-profit company. We are 501c7. So there's a lot of different guidelines in what the collective and dispensary do. So we have a whole different set of guidelines.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
So,
also, you're out there in California. I know you've got some opinions on Prop 19.
Yeah, a lot of people think I'm against Prop 19 because I want done from legalization or decriminalization, but they're wrong. I'm for freeing the planet freeing the cannabis plant, both male and female, is my ultimate goal. But you see, I understand. I'm a parent. I got two sons. One at 18, the other one 20. My 18-year-old got three scholarships to college, and my 20-year-old just joined the U.S. Army a couple of months ago and just got out of boot camp and now stationed at Fort Knox, learning his trade a little bit more before they send him out to the desert. So I'm really concerned that here it is, I'm a medical cannabis parent with a large association that my son, neither one of my sons ever, and I mean had never, ever drank, smoked, or done cannabis in their whole life. They star athlete, both of them. But I'm in a medical cannabis patient in California. My son come to visit me, and I have a lot of cannabis around me because of my association. I'm fearful that my sons could walk into my house unannounced because they want to visit their father. I have all this cannabis around, and next thing you know, me and my children are going to jail for no reason. That scared me. And the only reason that scared me so much is I have been arrested from medical marijuana. I was totally exonerated in the end. I have been followed. My phone been tapped. In fact, currently my neighbor next door across the street take a picture of every car that pull into our yard and turn it in. But we don't care. We legal. We don't care. So we have nothing to hide.
That's great.
In fact, I went over next door and told him, why don't you just come by and see us? We like to help you. So, this fear of patient being scared, I don't understand it because I've only been in it 2 years, okay? I've been smoking most of my life. So to have all these people tell me I should be ducking, hiding, tell my kids to lie, to tell my kid to go get a wreck when there's nothing wrong with them, to tell my kid to sneak in the corner and smoke in the corner. I'm a disabled veteran. I believe in the rights of American citizens. And President Obama said this is a country of law. So if I'm going to live in a country of law and defend a country of law, I'm going to make the law work for me, not the law work against me. So, you see, I'm just going to appeal to everyone to think about it. Is it really worth throwing the kids under the bus for you, 21-year-old, to have a joint? I mean, come on. They are 18 to 20 years old. They don't think with their head. They think with their little head. Okay? Stop treating these kids like they're grown up, knowing all the rules that the police handle them. We know them.
I think the explanation to it was that it made it easier for people to say yes because people think of marijuana being like liquor, and they don't think of it being like cigarettes.
Yeah.
And so if it was when you didn't get high off of it, they might go, okay, let's make it 18. But because it does make you high, I think they were thinking along the same line as the liquor industry. Let's just apply the same rules to it.
Well, that's so crazy because every study that shows that cannabis is safe. I mean, there's nothing safe about alcohol. Zero. And tobacco, my God, cancer is the number one cause by tobacco. And you're going to tell me cannabis is safer than tobacco? I would call you a point-blank liar.
I know. I mean, I'm the choir. I worked alongside Jack Hare and Dennis Perone and help write California Hemp Initiative. I know you can put a full ounce of marijuana alongside a baby and a half an ounce of aspirin alongside a baby, and if that baby eats that half ounce of the half bottle of aspirin, it's going to die. But if it eats that whole ounce of marijuana, it's going to have a good, healthy bowel movement. That's it.
That is true.
Yeah.
And see, a lot of folks is so stigmatized, but let me tell you, marijuana is more powerful than you can think of, not from the intoxication, but from the healing power. See, many folks miss out on that. Marijuana have a great healing power called cannabidol, CBD. And CBD have been proved to work on cancer, Alzheimer's, Parkinson, obesity. There's a number of healing factors that cannabis have. And you ask yourself, if it's so bad that it has to be put in with liquor, why is it good for you? I'm like this here. I've been a rec user most of my life. I started when I was 9 years old with my mother's permission. I'm going to tell you another thing. My brother, my sister, my mom never smoked cannabis. Never in their life. Never tried it. See, I'm all the wild one in the family. So, but I smoked from 9-year-old to 31. At 31-year-old, I quit smoking cannabis and any other drug, alcohol, or anything from 31 till 18 years. Let me see, 1988 when I quit. So this is 2010. So that's how long I've been away from cannabis. 2006 is when I started. 2008 when I started back. So, you know, I had a long history of no cannabis in my system. So if someone tells me it's addictive and that it do brain damage, I just got to call them a liar because I'm an example.
Well, yeah. Like I said, I think they just decided to go from there because they found from doing a poll that it made it easier to get this law passed, and then they'll start whittling it down in the future. I think that's the avenue that they're taking. I don't know.
Well, I want to get back on 19. I asked Sid Fortune back here in July.
I want to salute you. I want to salute you for being in the military. I am former Army. I'm 11 Bravo.
All right. 76 Yankee. Supply sergeant. I control the troop. Also, I'm a California Air National Guard, and also went out to do the Air Force for a while I was in the California Air National Guard. So. And
I was Indiana National Guard. Then I went full-time military and came back and did Indiana Guard for a while. So,
yeah.
Brothers in arms in many ways, and then we realize.
Yeah. Well, let me get back on Prop 19. I want to get back on this here. You know, I see all these lawyers coming up talking about no real lawyer have really put up nothing but Attorney Nick. I don't know all these people, and I highly when I went and read his credentials, I highly respect it. But he still didn't answer the first thing that is concerning me and a lot of other parents, and that is how are we going to deal with this issue with our kids. Now, many people tell me I'm doing fearmonger. I'm using law enforcement tactics. Casper, before last year, I'm 53 years old. I had never seen the inside of a jail cell, and I had never, ever had a confrontation with a policeman in my life. And I've been all around the world. I mean, I've been halfway around the world, from Europe to Canada to Mexico and all across the United States. I had never, ever had a confrontation with a policeman until I met Petaluma policeman last year after I get my statewide association. So to tell me they won't do something about grab my son by walking in my house and make me go through the rope, it would be telling me I'm a fool if I think they're going to leave me alone. No. And you forgot, in the black and Latino community, our kids know everything there is to know by the time they're 13, and there ain't nothing you can tell them when they're 14.
Yeah,
so you just hope you can hold them in check until they're 18. And when they get 18, there ain't a damn thing you can tell them, okay?
Yep.
Now, with me, I have to say I raised my boy right, that they listen to me. But what about the parents who struggling, who don't have children that don't obedient? What they gonna do when their child get picked up on passing a joint to their friend, and they don't have money to get them out of bail? Who gonna bail the kid out? Who gonna go to court for 2 or 3 months with the parent, helping them get that child out of trouble? And then when the child go to jail, who gonna go to the jailhouse for 6 months to visit that child with that parent? You know, that is unfair. The kids lose their license. They lose their right to college. They lose their right to the military. They wind up with a sex offender charge because they contribute to the delinquent of a minor. Is it worth it for a 21-year-old and older to smoke a freaking joint? Man, that's probably too big for me.
I need to jump in here now. We're going to have to say goodbye to you here in just a couple of minutes. But I want people to find out about your line of products that you're putting together. Okay.
I also have another company called Full Spectrum Omega, It's a cannabinoid-based formula. It's CBD. My formula is safe enough for my 8-month-old child to take without getting a head high. I removed the THC. I didn't remove the THC. I converted the THC to CBD with a process I developed. And you can go to my website, fullspectrumomega.com, and you can look at the clinical trial study that we are doing with an alternative cancer clinic out of Arizona and San Luis, Mexico.
Wow, sounds like it really is it's a good thing.
It worked. It actually worked. That's all I can say. I'll make we have an internal formula and a topical. We're going to be soon releasing the topicals throughout the world because the requirement on the FDA on the homeopathic medicine and regulation allow us to do this. So we're going to take advantage of it. There's no THC in the formula, so what can they argue about? I can't find nothing to argue about. And it's internal.
Because of apparent phone problems on Leland's ends, we weren't able to get him on the show this evening. But it has been wonderful making a new friend with you on the broadcast, and I would like to have you come back as a guest in the near future.
Well, thank you very much. I hope I ain't burn your ear off, and I hope I say something beneficial to everybody.
Well, one thing's for certain, you are an amazing and hard-working activist, and we wish you all the success and working hard in this foxhole together, and let's hope that we do bring an end to this war on drugs.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right, my friends. I'm going to be back after this commercial break with Ed Rosenthal and a surprise guest, so pack a bowl and tell your friends that it really is time for hemp. Oh, I did it again. Hey,
I'm here.
Hey, Richard.
Yeah.
Richard. Oh, I did it again. I signed off almost a minute early. You know, I get stoned sometimes, and I get excited about pain pills.
Yeah.
That gives us a chance to put a spotlight on a couple organizations in your neck of the woods of hardworking people.
The MCC.org is a cannabis class out in Pasadena, California, run by a lady named Liz McDuffie, who's very knowledgeable. She was my mentor, and that's why I don't go to jail no more.
All right.
Well, yeah, she taught me everything, and then I started teaching her.
Well, let her know that we gave her all kinds of love and lots of respect, and a big shout-out to all her hard work.
Yeah, because she's really working hard. She taught me a lot, and we fight a lot, too.
All right.
All right, Casper. Casper, I filed a civil rights lawsuit. I'm going to slam it up on I'm going to slam up my suit up on the Facebook so everybody can see it. And they can see how to take care of their police and their DA so they can stop messing with them, you know. I don't play that.
Gotta go pay the bills.
THCF Medical Clinics are the premier physicians clinic in the United States. THCF has offices all across the United States from Hawaii to Michigan. THCF Medical Clinics has helped approximately 150,000 patients obtain their medical marijuana permits to legally possess, grow, and use medical marijuana. If you have chronic pain, multiple sclerosis, or any other neurological degenerative disease, or if you have any gastrointestinal disorders such as GERD, irritable bowel syndrome, or if you have AIDS, cancer, spastic disorders, seizure disorders, or glaucoma, call us at 1-800-723-0188 or visit us online at hemp.org. Again, the number is 1-800-723-0188 and the site is hemp.org.
I don't know about you, but when I cultivate my clones, I want to give each and every one the best chance to grow into a mature, healthy plant. But after a few cloning cycles, I experienced decreased root density, slimy stems, or even worse, no roots at all. Growers know that reusing cloning collars results in failed clones. And cleaning cloning collars between grow cycles requires extra work and decreases root density. That's why I use PermaClone. Permaclone collars have been engineered to prevent failed clones by providing heat-sterilizable collars, which fit easy clone, turbo clone, or power cloner systems. Permaclone collars can be dry heat sterilized, pressure cooked, or autoclaved to completely kill all bacteria and fungi without harsh chemicals. Start cloning with confidence today and visit us at permaclone.com. Put in the code T for hemp with your order and receive a 10% discount on your purchase.
Indigrow is your source for affordable induction grow lighting. First discovered in 1891 by Nikola Tesla, Indigrow lights deliver 11 years of electronic sunlight to your plants. Indigrow lamps require less than half the power of traditional HID lamps. Converting to Indigrow lights means you'll cut down on your power bill with less lighting. Indigrow lamps also use 5 times less mercury than traditional fluorescent or HID lamps, making Indigrow not only energy efficient but environmentally friendly as well. No more switching out lamps between vegetative and flowering stages. As nature intended, your lights get a steady dose of UV light. That makes your plants grow healthier and stronger. Indigrow products are manufactured in San Diego, California, and come with a written 10-year warranty. What Tesla knew, then growers know now, is that Indigrow lighting is the cost-effective addition to your victory garden. To learn more or order now, go to inda-grow.com. That's INDA-GRO.com. Or call 877-452-2244 to answer any of your questions. These guys really know lights. Indigrow really is your sunlight in a box.
Have you ever had a problem with overcooking your cannabis oil? You probably wanted to rip your hair out when you burned off all the THC, right? I even cried one time when my brownies failed to make a good impression at the party. Well, I stopped crying when I found Magical Butter. Magical Butter is a device with a microprocessor-controlled program sequencer. It was designed by a scientist and a chemist to precisely extract the benefits of various herbs. Magical Butter easily makes botanical butter, oils, tinctures, lotions, sauces, and more. Magical Butter heats your oil and your herbs at the perfect temperature every time. Check us out at magicalbutter.com because it's magical. Okay, there's a lot of science and chemistry involved, but it sure works like magic.
Education and information. See what all the buzz is all about. It's time for hemp. It's time for hemp.
Wake and bake in the morning. Wake and bake in the afternoon. Wake and bake in the nighttime. Every time is alright. It's alright. 7 a.m. call them on the telephone. Said I'm coming over, son. It's time for us to roll. And I'm on the way to school with nothing to do. Thought I roll another blunt to smoke it with you. Got the windows down with the Cali reggae loud. Hit the stop, got the 20 spinning round. Roll it tight so it burns too slow. I got the SOB dropping the baseline low. So move. I must be at school coming, sneaking out the back to smoke with you. Because I'm in your Mary Jane and homeroom class. I got a smell of sweet aroma as she flew on past. Well, jaw dropping as my lip turns black. If I could stop to pay attention, wouldn't have to come back. I could hit the pool and smoke my days away until the sun drops down and it's time to play. Wake and bake in the morning, wake and bake in the afternoon. Wake and bake in the nighttime, every time is alright, it's alright. Wake and bake in the morning, wake and bake in the afternoon. Wake and bake in the nighttime, every time is alright, it's alright. They like to lurk and hide. The only way to get safe home tonight is to running high, well, it's midnight. All the creatures of the earth, how they like to lurk and hide. The only way to get safe home tonight is to running high. Wake and bake in the morning, wake and bake in the afternoon, wake and bake in the nighttime. Every time it's alright. Wake and bake in the morning, wake and bake in the afternoon, wake and bake in the nighttime. Every time it's alright. Afternoon, wake and bake in the nighttime. Every time it's alright.
Thank you for taking Time for Hemp. I'm your host, Casper-Leitch. You are listening to Time for Hemp all around the world on AmericanFreedomRadio.com and on AM/FM stations all across America. We are celebrating the conference of the National Normal Organization. They have been putting together an amazing conference this week, and Ed Rosenthal is going to be joining us during the course of this program and telling us what's going on there, and he's even got a surprise guest for us to share with. Isn't that right, Ed? Happy Thursday.
So, and progressive and other. Hello.
Hello. Hi, Ed.
Hi.
So who's our surprise guest?
Is there a place where I can get a little bit of quiet?
If you go that way.
Yeah.
Towards it says fire exit.
Yeah.
Just within the store, but the fire exit.
Okay, where did Todd go?
I'm not sure.
You need to talk. Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, I know. I'm looking for the person. Todd. Hello. Hi. Hi. Here we are at the Normal Convention. Hello.
At the Normal Convention. Hello. I think we lost Ed. Well, as you can tell, Ed is at the Normal Convention, and he is reporting live there. And I guess he was doing with a speakerphone on. Well, that can be a problem sometimes.
Hello.
Ed, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Don't turn the speakerphone on. It makes it too hard to hear.
Hello.
Hi. So who's our surprise guest?
We have Todd McCormick with us today.
Hi, Todd. Happy Thursday.
Hey, Casper. Thanks for having us on.
Yeah, I know you guys are some exciting things in the works right now. Are you able to talk about them yet?
Yes, actually, we're launching the Hempire Expos, and we're going to be doing Los Angeles in December, Seattle in March, Denver in August, and maybe even Providence in spring.
Oh, man, that is excellent. That is a great way to feed brains, because you're going out into the United States instead of having the United States come and find you.
Right. Well, our goal is to help aid implementation by bringing a little bit of inspiration across the nation and bringing people the industry and showing them the products and hopefully inspiring a lot of people to get into the industry and take a stand and change the laws. We're at the Normal Convention right now, and their slogan is "Just Say Now." And while I like the slogan, I think our slogan should be "Just Do Something Now," because we're past the action that's going to make the difference.
Absolutely, and you are somebody who leads by example. You did an amazing expo in Los Angeles, and you've been very busy and doing all types of other activities that help feed brains and bring the truth to the forefront of the American public.
Well, thank you, Casper. I'm just doing what I can. You know, we just released the 12th edition of The Emperor Wears No Clothes as a tribute to the author Jack, and I urge everybody to pick it up. It has a lot of really nice dedications, and, you know, that's the book that really started the movement.
It is. People should go to jackhair.com to get a copy of that, right?
That's right, absolutely. And we're asking people to go to ahemp.org and join the community that's around Jack's book and share their stories and share their inspiration. And, you know, just kind of, we're trying to honor Jack. I mean, for a lot of us, he was like the father of the movement. He brought us a lot of the information, and you know, a lot of us are eternally grateful for him. And when he passed away, what we decided to do was make a community around the book where we can all kind of take our stories and share our pictures and our videos and just everything we have of Jack, and, you know, kind of celebrate the life of a great person.
Now,
You know,
go ahead. What?
Well, we also have LV Musica with us, Casper, right now. You got a little trifecta of fun here. Would you like me to say hello?
Yeah, we just had her on last week. Hi, LV.
It's us again, huh?
How you doing, LV?
Having fun. We're sitting here at the Normal Conference this year, and we're doing an initiative in Oregon, which is the state where I live, and we definitely need dispensaries here. And this is a fundraiser for that particular happening, and it's really exciting to be here and helping with progressive things that are happening all over the country. Thank you for being such a vital part of all of that, and we will keep working with you and hope to accomplish all the goals we've started on. He's standing beside me smiling, and you know he's involved in all of this one way or the other. The financial aspect is really important, and thank you guys for getting it together. We are still working on the Washington thing that we need to do, and I don't want to expand on that right now because this isn't the right time or the right place to go into that. But it's really fun to be at the conference because it is people of like minds getting together, discussing what's going on in their areas, passing the information along. And I think that this Ed Rosenthal probably has a whole lot more to tell you about all of that than I do, except for Oregon is doing great. I'm really glad to be here. So hang in here. Here's it.
Hi, Casper.
Hi. Well, you're hanging out with some wonderful people, that's for sure.
Yes, you know, the entire room is filled with young activists, older activists, people who we know for a long time. But it's really great to see faces that I've never seen before here. And that's what's really important about it, because this is a movement that's growing, and it's growing younger, you know, and it just isn't relying on people from a different time. So it's it has a lot of energy here. And, you know, we're about to win in 2 states, in Oregon here with I-74 and in California with Prop 19. So it's putting in a lot of energy into everybody all over the country. It's like a big wave that's going to reverberate back and forth until it's legal all over.
Yeah, I really regret not being at the conference this year. I had really wanted to attend. I know I should be able to make next year's conference for sure.
Well, it will be really important to have you at next year's conference, so we're going to make sure you're there.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, who are the guest speakers that they have this year? And what is, I hear this in the main topic is Just Say Now?
That's right. There are too many people to mention, but, you know, you could go on to the normal site, and they have a lot of information about it. And also, all of the conference speeches are going to be made available for downloading on MP3s for free from the normal site.
Oh, that's great.
I haven't been to the conference.
It gives a chance for a lot of people to...
They'll still be able to hear. There've been some great speeches and people doing great stuff. And, you know, you won't have the mingling and the networking. You will be able to hear what people had to say.
Oh, that's great. And people can share that with their home communities and feed brains with them as well, with them being free MP3s. I love Normal.
Hey, Casper, actually, Todd back here for a second. Actually, the normal conference is streaming, the conference lectures are streaming live on StickCam. So if any of your listeners today want to go on to StickCam and look up normal, they can actually view live. I was just doing it from my cell phone a couple hours ago when I couldn't make it into the conference. And I urge everybody to do it, and you can check out what's happening in real time.
Oh, that's great. They can do it on their cell phones, too, you said, huh?
Yeah, I have downloaded an app for my iPhone that's a StickCam viewer, but if they're just at their web, they can go to stickcam.com, and they can just type in a normal search, NORML, and they can tomorrow watch the conference live as it's happening.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, how cool. Man, high-tech rocks. It makes it hard to censor us.
That's right. That's right. That's why net neutrality is so important, which is another issue we should know about it. And so altogether, this conference is about cleaning up. And what I mean by cleaning up, it's getting rid of the old cobwebs that are the old dead marijuana laws and putting in a new regime and a new form and so a new strategy and also totally new laws that will satisfy society and aren't based on 19th century concepts.
Yeah, but is that going to leave room for us hard-working old codgers who still have a lot to offer?
Oh, we're going to go on to NORCL, National Organization for Reform of Cocaine Laws. Yeah.
Well, okay, now there's a hobby.
Yeah.
I want to see your home.
Yeah. Can you imagine trying to call a meeting?
Everybody be talking a mile a minute. And the ones who weren't talking will be grinding their teeth.
Yeah. Well, you know what they say about it. Cocaine makes you feel like a new man, and the first thing the new man wants to do is a line of cocaine.
Right. And another line, and another line, and another line.
Yeah, so I think that we will, there's still going to be a lot of work around marijuana because the police don't really want to give it up. To them, it's like a larded pig, and what they want to do is just take off pieces of the meat, and we're not going to let them do it anymore. We're going to protect ourselves.
Wait, I have to interrupt because here's what I want to do. I got to take care of being able to buy meat. I got to go out and pay the bills here, but when we come back from taking care of the commercial break, we're going to talk a whole lot more with Todd and Ed and Elvie here at Time for Hemp.
Have you ever had a problem with overcooking your cannabis oil? You probably wanted to rip your hair out when you burned off all the THC, right? I even cried one time when my brownies failed to make a good impression at the party. Well, I stopped crying when I found Magical Butter. Magical Butter is a device with a microprocessor-controlled program sequencer. It was designed by a scientist and a chemist to precisely extract the benefits of various herbs. Magical Butter easily makes botanical butter, oils, tinctures, lotions, sauces, and more. Magical Butter heats your oil and your herbs at the perfect temperature every time. Check us out at magicalbutter.com because it's magical. Okay, there's a lot of science and chemistry involved, but it sure works like magic.
If you are in the Portland, Oregon area and are an OMMP card holder, then come down to Nikki's Diggity Dank Market, Portland, Oregon's first and only weekly OMMP market, presented by the Alternative Wellness Center, located at 5241 Southeast 72nd Avenue, 2 blocks south of Foster Boulevard, close to public transportation, held every Sunday 10 a.m. till 7 p.m., connecting quality vendors with patients. Nikki's Diggity Dank Market also has a weekly raffle with products from every vendor, so come down to Nikki's Diggity Dank Market and have fun while connecting with quality vendors and getting great natural medicine. If you are a vendor and want a chance to connect with OMMP patients, you can check out their Facebook page at facebook.com/Alternative Wellness Center or call 971-888-4392. Be sure to register early because space is limited. Nikki's Diggity Dank Market.
I don't know about you, but when I cultivate my clones, I want to give each and every one the best chance to grow into a mature, healthy plant. But after a few cloning cycles, I experienced decreased root density, slimy stems, or even worse, no roots at all. Growers know that reusing cloning collars results in failed clones. And cleaning cloning collars between grow cycles requires extra work and decreases root density. That's why I use permaclone. Permaclone collars have been engineered to prevent failed clones by providing heat-sterilizable collars which fit easy clone, turbo clone, or power cloner systems. Permaclone collars can be dry heat sterilized, pressure cooked, or autoclaved to completely kill all bacteria and fungi without harsh chemicals. Start cloning with confidence today and visit us at permaclone.com. Put in the code T for hemp with your order and receive a 10% discount on your purchase.
Headshot Canada. Based in Saskatchewan, Canada, it is shaking up the medical cannabis industry. Headshot Canada helps Canadian citizens in getting a medical marijuana license. They do this by filling out the paperwork. They also help explain your needs to your doctor and also help find the right strain for your condition. For this service, Headshot Canada charges a nominal fee of $100 and your participation in a research and development study to test the effectiveness of different cannabis strains on various medical conditions. Owner and founding farmer Tim Selinsky wants every Canadian to know that you have the universal right to a marijuana license. Unlike Compassion Clubs, Headshot Canada's goal is to get the right strain of cannabis for the ailment at a fair flat rate price for the patient no matter the strain. Headshot Canada offers 57 strains of cannabis grown at family-owned farms in Saskatchewan as opposed to Canadian federal government's one strain of irradiated garbage grown in a lab. Go to headshopcanada.com.
Free? Did you say free? Free hemp? Free hemp? Free hemp video and audio? Free downloads of all the top artists, all the pot artists on planet Earth. Interviews with all the people making the movement, making the hemp movement. It's time for hemp. That's right, world. It's time for hemp. That's right, world. It's time for hemp.
Get your smoke on, everybody.
Yeah, baby, get your smoke on, be loud, be proud, let everybody know that you are a marijuana smoker. Sometimes you smoke it because you need it for medical reasons, and if that's the case, why should you be considered a criminal? Sometimes you do it because it's just fun. It makes cartoons and music a whole lot more enjoyable. But why should you go to jail for it? And sometimes the neighbor down the street is such an annoying piece of dog poop, you want to smack them. But if you get high, you love them. But you don't need to be a criminal for that either. Go to norml.org and find out what you can do to make a difference. On the program, we have quite a variety of guests on the program. We got LV Musico, we got Todd McCormick, and we got Ed Rosenthal. This is a lot of fun.
Hey, hey. Hi.
Hey, so, yeah, I sure am. It sounds like you guys are too. So are there a lot of good parties going on there?
Yeah, we're at one right now. We're at the one for the Oregon Prop 74, which is going to actually create some structure and allow Oregonians to be able to have cannabis dispensaries. Because right now, the way the laws are structured, you can grow it, you can have it, but you can't really sell it or be remunerated for it if you grow it for somebody who otherwise can't grow it for themselves. So it's really important. Anybody listening to this, get out there in November and vote for Prop 74. Which will give Oregon cannabis clubs.
Rock on. Rock on.
Yeah, and we're also put out a lot of support for Prop 19, as you know, Casper, because, you know, there's two huge things happening, and not only is Prop 74 here in Oregon very important, but Prop 19 in California is really what everybody should be turning out to vote yes for, because not only is it going to change the laws in California, it's going to send a message heard around the world. and it may well be the beginning of the fall of the Berlin Wall of pot prohibition.
Man, and to be part of that is historic, to say the least. And it's fun to be alive to watch that happen. I tell you, there's been some dark days in my life when I didn't think that I'd be able to see such a remarkable moment in my path.
Yeah, I can only imagine. I've been at this for 16, 17 years now, and when I think about guys like Ed here who have been writing books for over 30 years and spreading the knowledge and spreading the word, I'm just really glad at the progress we're finally making, and we're really seeing the change, and anybody listening, it's up to people like you to go out and do something about it and stand up, and however you can, if it's right or if it's talk to people or if it's educate, even yourself, what you can do matters.
Well, go ahead.
You don't have to do a lot necessarily. Just letters of complaint, letters to the editor of the paper. But it's not just to them, but it's to the city officials, to the civilian complaint review boards. Just look what's going on in Columbia, Missouri, since I made my complaint about the police there. Now they're investigating more parts of the police because the police there are really corrupt. What they were doing was they were deputizing an agent as a federal agent, and then he seized the property. And then the DEA ran a laundry service for the police, and they were taking 20% and giving 80% back to the local police department that had nothing to do with the police budget. So they could use it, on sending their members to conferences and cool cities and things like that. So the idea here is that everybody can do something. You don't have to go out and demonstrate. You don't have to go to meetings. But everybody has a way, can use their own method that they feel comfortable with in changing these laws.
Well, I tell you, I really feel personally excited every time I have the opportunity to talk with you, Ed, or Todd, or Elvie, because you people are so full of energy and ideas and enthusiasm and history and knowledge that I really feel like I'm working with a remarkable team that can really make this happen.
Well, right now, all of us are sort of in a pinch-me mood that we feel that, are we really living history? Is this really going to happen? Or, is it going to be put back a couple of years? But a lot of we're gaining optimism about most of these initiatives.
I get the impression too that a lot of love is finally flowing within the family of the marijuana movement, and that also works, and that also makes it possible to have success. Love is the key. Yes,
it is, and I think that we're going to see a lot of people coming out and really helping with the initiative as it comes closer. And we're going to see a lot more push for the initiative by its supporters. It's going to be a very exciting time.
All right. Well, it's getting time for us to bring the show to a close. Todd, are you still there?
Yes, I am. Thanks for having us on tonight, Casper.
Todd, I'd like to have you on the show, give you a whole hour to let everybody know the path you've walked sometime in the next week or two. Can we make that happen?
Absolutely. You got my number, bro. Don't hesitate to use it.
I won't. You're an amazing individual. Elvie, I'm giving you a big hug in my brain. Can you feel it?
Hello. This is not Elvie. This is Ed. Poor Elvie.
All right.
Goodbye for Elvie.
And I'm having a big puff of marijuana right now with you. Can you feel it?
Yes, I can. So,
all right. And I'm sending love to everybody out there who's listening, and I hope you feel it. And every time you tune in, you know that it is time for Hemp.
The money that they spend. Take another look and spend some time for Hemp. Don't cut trees for paper, 'cause it hurts the environment. Stop deforestation, yes, it's time for Hemp. Whoa, an acre of hemp makes 20 bales of oil. No need for pesticides to poison all our soil. People got no food, they got no clothes
Gary Johnson, former governor of New Mexico. Last year, my state became the 12th state to allow medical use of marijuana by patients who are seriously ill. Groups like the American College of Physicians, American Nurses Association, and American Public Health Association have all acknowledged the medical value of marijuana. To learn more about medical marijuana and what you can do to help, contact the Marijuana Policy Project at 1-877-JOIN-MPP or visit them on the web at mpp.org. Thanks.
Thank you.
There's this guy we know named Metal Mike, and he likes to smoke dope. It goes a little... This is about like when you really want to get high and you don't have any money because you just paid your bills. And you're, you know, if you have bills or you ate bread or something, you don't have any money for it. It goes like this. I wish I had some dough, but find it hard to get one toe. Landlord took my money today. Every time I get the money, just give it away. I can really dig on some weed. A big fat blunt is what I say. Don't let the money get me down. When the end and wait around, time when the end and wait around. Pass it over, cause I wanna get higher. Pass it over before I lose my mind. Pass it over, it'll be okay. I ain't got shit to do today anyway. Yeah, yeah. And I can really dig on some grass. Cause puff twice, motherfucker, then pass. It make it hard to get onto my feet. Sometimes I push my ass right to sleep. And I can really dig on the kind. Find a little bit of the kind and good for your mind. Tastes a little funny, no reason at all. Short seems skinny, fat feels tall. Short seems skinny, fat feels tall. Pass it over, cause I wanna get higher. Pass it over before I lose my mind. Pass it over, it'll be okay. I ain't got shit to do today anyway. Yeah, yeah. Get enough of that stuff. They say it's bad, but what do they know? I've been smoking that since I was 11 years old. Smoking that since I was 11 years old. Pass it over, cause I wanna get higher. Pass it over before I lose my mind. Pass it over, it'll be okay. I ain't got shit to do today.